Hi everyone, how have you been? How's the day? Today is Monday, always a busy day. All right, let me be quick tonight. Someone reached out to me yesterday and she seeked for my advice. First off, I didn't know I'm this important anyway. And secondly, I don't like giving people advice on what I've never experienced because experience is the best teacher. But when you ask me for advice on some things, if I've read about it, yeah, I might give you advice on it. All right, so let me just go straight to it. She asked a question, you know, but let me just, I don't want to go directly to the question, but let me just put it in a way you are going to understand. For example, you are with someone, this person is good, upright, I mean, ticks all the boxes. And suddenly this person changed, you know, from being known to an unknown person. What will you do in that kind of a situation? That was the question I was asked. I said, okay, fine. If I were to be in that position, I'm with someone that is living upright before, and suddenly this person becomes someone I never knew, someone I don't know, becomes a total stranger to me. How would I react? The first thing I do is I'll look at when did this person start changing? I mean, when did this person start changing? When I look at the time, okay, what are the situations or what are the circumstances around it? I mean, I could have an impact as well. Maybe the way I was relating with the person, or maybe the way I was talking and all. But now, if I'm able to decipher, if I'm able to get that, oh, this person started changing at this particular period. So what was the causes? Maybe environmental, maybe societal influence, maybe friend, maybe work, maybe family and all. I was able to decipher that, oh, this was when this thing started, and this was why this person changed. Now, here is the most important part. How am I trying to correct this person? You know, oftentimes we make a whole lot of mistake when we are trying to correct someone. We correct them from a place of condemnation rather than a place of love. Let me explain this better. There is a way you will correct a man. He will rethink and retrace his steps. And there is a way you will correct a man. He will never listen to you. Now, let me put an example. This often happens between parents and children and all. You know, your child just mistakenly drop something on the floor. The next thing our superior, are you stupid? Don't you have eyes? Why did you let that thing to fall? Trust me, you've only hardened the heart of the child because at the tone at which you talk to the person, we are all humans. Let me explain it further. When you try to correct someone and you correct them from a place of condemnation, they wouldn't even listen to what you're saying. It is the word that you said to them that keeps on ringing in their head. You see that, are you crazy? Are you mad? Are you blind? It's the only thing they hear. Other ones, they don't hear it again. So when you're trying to correct people, maybe your partner did something wrong, or your work colleague, or a family member, the question is, how are you addressing the situation? Someone you didn't know before started misbehaving or started doing things you didn't even see him do before. How are you correcting the person? Are you correcting them from the place of love? Are you showing them that you still love and you care for them? Are you making them to see the right from their wrong? Or are you just hammering on their wrong, hammering on their wrong? Oh, you are blind, you can't see this thing. But I don't know you. Why have you just suddenly changed? You just kept on hammering on their wrong and wrong and wrong. And we all we humans. Whenever something happens, even though we are wrong, no one wants to admit they are wrong. But it takes a place of love, patience for the person to finally see. There are ways you are going to talk to someone. He's going to rethink whatever he's doing. And there's a way you will talk to a man, he will never even think of what you've said. So when you're with someone and the person suddenly change, What are the situations around it? Now that you know that this is what caused it, how are you trying to address the situation? How are you talking to the person? Are you raising your voice? Are you, you know, this happens between parent and children. I must, I could be wrong anyway. 65% of whatever a child does learns it from his parents, or there's an iota of display of it from the parents. So when you see your child misbehaving or doing certain things doing things strangely, how are you correcting the child? Are you mad? Are you stupid? Okay. While I was, no, let me not say this one. you know, our parents, they make so many mistakes. Maybe when you see your child that is trying to do something wrong, then you start to enforce them. Oh, don't do this. The more you enforce them, the more you harden their hearts. Give people choices. In fact, generally give people choice. Your best is just try and show them the difference between the left and the right, and let them make a choice. Ultimately, everyone will be responsible for their choice. Yours is to show them. I come to think of it, who says you're 100% right? That's just anyway. Honestly, when you're correcting people, the tone and manner at which you correct people matters a lot. I don't know if I'm making sense tonight. I don't know. But when you are with someone and the person suddenly change or drastically change, what are the situations around it? Now that this person is done is this, how are you trying to correct the person? Are you just, sometimes you have to embrace people with their flaws to make them even realize their flaws. Oh, I'm making sense. Makes sense too much. But when you keep on poking on their flaws, only poking on their flaws, trust me, their flaws will take better part of them. And they will never admit that they were wrong. So sometimes, they say there's an adage that says, if you want to catch a monkey, you behave like a monkey. Yeah. So sometimes when you want to correct someone too, you try and all is well. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Today is day 24. Yeah. All right. See you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye. So that was the advice I gave the person yesterday. You see someone that has changed suddenly, your partner, no. What was the reason why they changed? When did they start changing? And now have you tried to understand why they changed? Now that you've understand it, how are you correcting them? It matters a lot. How we correct people matters a lot. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.